Now the second phenomena which leads to the atmospheric pollution is the global warming, right? It do have the adverse effect on the atmosphere. So just look at the board that what kind of adverse effect it is just having on the atmosphere and what we can do to just prevent this phenomena to occur, right? So what is global warming? It is actually, you can say, the increase in the temperature of atmosphere due to increase in the concentration of greenhouse gases. So that means, what is global warming? It means the increase in the temperature of the, you can say, the atmosphere due to the high concentration of greenhouse gases. Now the question must be coming that what are those gases which are just increasing the temperature of the atmosphere? So those greenhouse gases are many gases like CO2, methane, NO, NO2, CFC and many more. Like, so that means they are just considered to be greenhouse gases. That means they help, or you can say they are just increasing the temperature of the atmosphere, and as they increase the temperature globally, that is why the name given is global warming, right? Again I am repeating for you, that means global warming is that means the increase, or you can say the rise in the temperature of the atmosphere globally. How? Due to the high concentration of greenhouse gases. That means these gases in atmosphere. So now the question must be striking in your mind that how these gases are coming into the atmosphere, or how this effect actually take place. So just look at the board. This is one of the important you can say the question which you can get that explain the greenhouse effect, right, or explain the process which leads to the global warming, right. So just look at the board. What do you get to see? We know that there is a sun in atmosphere, you know that, and there are three kind of rays which is fall or you can say which comes from sun. That is the visible rays, they are the infrared rays, and there are the UV rays that come from the sun, or you can say these are the rays that actually consist the sunlight, right. Now out of these three rays, just listen to me that what these rays are actually playing role. Visible light actually impart color to the things, so as such it is not harmful for us, right. Infrared rays, they cause all the heating effect which you can say feel in that from the atmosphere is all due to infrared rays. Ultraviolet rays, they do not come on the earth as it is harmful for us, that it may cause skin cancers, or that will be taking in the ozone depletion, right. So at this moment you should know that ultraviolet rays are not that means we are not fit to just face those rays, because it can cause many disorders. So that means ultraviolet rays do not come to the atmosphere, to the earth. They are actually trapped by the ozone layer which is present in the stratosphere, that means. So the global warming is actually just caused by the infrared rays. So what happens when these you know that there is a sun and we have the gases here in the atmosphere that I am just indicating with these circles, and here is a surface of earth, right. So what happens when these rays fall from the earth, they just fall, they are able to pass from the, you can say, the gas molecules, so they are just falling on the earth, right. So what happens when these rays strike the earth, few of them are absorbed, we can say few rays get absorbed by the earth and few are reflected back, and the few are reflected back. Now what happens, these reflected ones have now larger wavelength. That means their wavelength just gets increased. See, whenever the reflection take place, wavelength just increase. So that means, as we know that infrared, like if I'll just arrange the visible, infrared and UV regions, you will come to know that there is 400, 700 nanometer, it is a range of wavelength. So less than 400 nanometer is the ultraviolet rays. This is the visible region rays, this thing the range, and the rays which have the wavelength more than 700 nanometer, nanometer is infrared rays, right? So that means when this wavelength more than 700 nanometer, that is the infrared rays, when they are falling on the earth, when they are passing from the atmosphere, they get to pass through it, right? But on striking the earth, they get somehow they get absorbed and few are reflected, and these reflected one have now larger wavelength. That means the wavelength just increase that range, right? And what happens when this kind of rays, or which when increase their wavelength, enter into the the gas molecule. So these gas molecules, just let them enter, right? So they will just let them enter, but what they will happen after entering they will suffer regular reflection, and after regular reflection their wavelength will now increase more. Their wavelength will increase more. So that means these kind of gas molecules just allow the infrared rays of larger wavelength to enter, but they do not allow them to you can say pass again from them, that they do not allow them to move from them. That means they just trap those rays, and as I have told you that infrared rays, they are the main cause of the heating effect. So when these kind of rays get trapped in the you can say the gas molecules present in the air, and mainly which gas molecules? These ones, right? So when these you can say the gas molecules trap those rays, so they will just cause the heating effect. That means they will just increase the temperature globally. That is the greenhouse effect, that is the global warming. Again I am repeating, just listen to me. I am just explaining you or repeating you in a proper answer form, so just write in a copy as well. As we know that the sunlight consists of three kind of rays, and we have different functions for the different rays. So when the infrared rays falls, that means it is the component which has the wavelength larger than 700 nanometer. So when they pass through the atmosphere, these gas molecules just let them pass. When they strike the earth, a few of them are absorbed and few of them are reflected get reflected, right? And the reflected one have now the larger wavelength. So when they pass back from the atmosphere, so these greenhouse gases just you can let them enter into them, but do not allow them to escape. That means these rays now get trapped in these greenhouse gases, the molecules of these greenhouse gases, and as we know they cause heating effect. That means they will just raise the temperature of the atmosphere globally. That is why it is called as global warming, right? So this is how the global warming is caused. Now coming to the point that what kind of adverse effect it is just how it is just affecting the atmosphere, or what undesirable change it is just producing. So you should know, as they will just increase the temperature, that means they will lead to the melting of ice caps, and that can lead to the flood and the erosions, right? So this is the main adverse effect, right? You know that if the flood will come, and or if they are the sudden flood, it will just cause the danger to the life as well. So that means the one adverse effect can be that it can just cause the melting of ice cap, and even they can affect the ecosystem, they can affect the plants, right? So there are many, you can say, the reasons why the global warming is just harmful for it, right? And you know that if the global warming will increase so much, it will just disturb the ecosystem. That means the winters, the day is going to be much longer, and the night is going to be much shorter. That means in any way it will just affect everything. It will affect the ecosystem in a great manner, and everything will get disturbed. So that means the global warming is the main, you can say, the aspect or the main cause of the atmospheric pollution, right? So now what we can do to just prevent this global warming, like by an individual effort, or if we take into the account the bulk activity, so what we can do in order to just prevent it, right? So what we can do is we can just use some other sources which do not just let these gases release in the atmosphere. And that what can be those sources? We can just use you can say the eco-friendly fuels, that is the wind energy, the hydel energy and the sun energy. That means we can use these kind of energy instead of using some other sources which just liberate these greenhouse gases, right? So we can do this by performing this effort. We can just help our atmosphere to remain clean, and we can just prevent the adverse effect of this global warming. Now, what other things you can do? We can use the fuels like the LPG, we can use the CNG. You know that they are also the eco-friendly fuels. The main component of CNG is methane, that is, it is compressed natural gas. It do not cause any kind of pollution. And similarly, we have LPG, that is the liquefied petroleum gas. The main component is propane and the butane. It again do not cause pollution or do not liberate these kind of gases. So we can do that. And moreover, what we can do is, we can instead of using, you know that if we want the plant to grow in a better way, we need to use the fertilizers, and we know that the nitrogen just form the main category of the fertilizer. You know that the main fertilizers which are actually used in nowadays are formed of nitrogen, right? So they can liberate this NO or NO2 gas. So that means instead of using those fertilizers, we can actually use the biofertilizers, right? So by using the biofertilizers, we will just decrease the level of NO and NO2, that is this kind of greenhouse effect, that means the decrease in the concentration of these greenhouse gas. So this all we can do, and there are many other efforts which you can think of, that how you can reduce this global warming. And one more thing, these kind of uses or you can say the prevention which we are taking into the consideration is on individual level. So we can also form organization, that means the government should form certain kind of organization which just take into account this global warming problem, and just think that how we can solve it, and just make the people aware, because everybody is not literate. So there are many illiterate people as well. So we can just make them aware that yes, you cannot you just reduce this and this use of this, and so by doing this we are just preventing your own atmosphere in which we are living, in which you are breathing, right? So this is how we can just